we have the latest example of blatant fascism in America, with New York's mayor being arrested in a dramatic video when he tried to go visit a ICE detention facility with a delegation of other Democratic lawmakers. Let's head on over to The Guardian here. Trump officials, quote unquote, created confrontation that led to arrest of New York mayor. Democratic Congress members who visited detention center with mayor say ICE officials created the chaos. Trump administration Homeland Security officials were responsible for starting the confrontation on Friday at a New Jersey immigration jail that led to the arrest of New York's mayor, as well as threats to detain 3 members of Congress, the representative said Sunday on CNN's State of the Union. The Democratic representatives, Bonnie Watson Coleman, LaMonica McIver, and Rob Menendez, all of New Jersey, visited the controversial Immigration and Customs Enforcement ICE detention center known as Delaney Hall on Friday to inspect the facility. As they waited to enter Delaney Hall, New York's mayor, Ross Baccara, arrived, and as he left the property, he was arrested outside by ICE officials accusing him of trespassing, leading to a commotion at the entrance of the jail. There evidently was shoving and pushing between federal immigration officials and members of Congress, which Watson, Coleman, McIver, and Menendez blamed on the immigration officials. Let's watch this video together.
Get off of me! Get your hands off of me! I'm not letting I'm not letting you cannot push. You cannot push. You cannot push.
Wow.
Get off of her.
Jesus. You hear that guy yelling out, New Jersey's Gestapo. On CNN's State of the Union, the Congress members said immigration officials had ample opportunity to de-escalate the situation before someone called in and instructed masked agents to arrest Baccara. They created that confrontation. They created the chaos. Since the ordeal on Friday at Delaney Hall, Homeland Security officials have accused the Congress members of staging a bizarre political stunt there, while also accusing McIver of body slamming authorities at the scene. McIver rejected those allegations. I honestly don't know how to body slam anyone. There's no video that supports me body slamming anyone. We were simply there to do our job, there for an oversight visit. For their part, officials have threatened to arrest the 3 members of Congress in connection with Friday's commotion at Delaney Hall. So this one guy who is very, very outspoken about against Trump's administration, this one mayor was the only one arrested out of all of the delegation of lawmakers, the one that's most outspoken against Trump. Wow, lo and behold, how did that end up happening? And for them to claim that this mayor here, Baccara, was body slamming ICE agents. It's like, you know, we're fully into George Orwell territory here. George Orwell 1989 territory, where they say, you know, the regime in that book, that authoritarian regime, dystopian regime that George Orwell writes about in that book, they say at one point, they say, you know, do not believe your eyes, do not believe your ears, believe what we are telling you. We're basically fully into that territory where we have Trump officials arresting sitting lawmakers, arresting this outspoken against the Trump administration mayor for simply visiting an ICE detention center to see what the heck is going on, go and make sure that these ICE detainees are being treated fairly and, you know, something that the Constitution allows. And we have the Trump administration here saying, oh no, that wasn't what was happening at all. This guy was body slamming ICE officials. Any ICE official, this is kind of beside the point, but any ICE official that's getting body slammed by a mayor in a suit and tie and dress shoes, you need to go hit the weight room. Okay. You need to go take some protein. You need to go hit the weight room. You need to go and muscle up, and you need to probably go back to training to figure out how to not get body slammed by somebody who is presumably much smaller and much weaker than you would hope for an ICE official, an ICE agent to be. Where are we getting these ICE agents if they're able to be so easily body slammed? Are we going to like the school that had the diary of a wimpy kid and picking out all the kids that look like the diary of a wimpy kid and going, okay, you become an ICE agent so that you can get body slammed by mayors who are seeking to do their constitutional duty and make sure that immigrants aren't being unfairly treated and that their conditions in their detention centers are up to par. I mean, what a world, right? No, this mayor was not body slamming any ICE agents. It's these ICE agents that repeatedly, again and again and again, I made a video about this just last week, are increasing the fervor in which they are interacting with the public, and they are increasing the violence that they are bringing to American streets, and Americans are continuing to recognize this. They are continuing to realize what is happening, and they are not taking it. And it's just a matter of time until it's unfortunately a matter of time. I hope this does not happen, but I foresee a world where people are going to take their Second Amendment rights into their own hands. Right? We're a heavily armed country. Right? There's more guns than every man, woman, and child in this nation, and I hope this doesn't happen, knock on wood, right? To me, it seems like Trump's administration wants some sort of, they want some sort of confrontation to boil over to the point where an ICE official can be martyred in being either maimed or killed by somebody who says enough is enough. I am going to protect my family, and I am going to protect the Constitution with my own blood and my own life, if need be. And I really hope we don't get to that point, right? I hope that never happens. But the trajectory that I am looking at here with these ICE agent confrontations, interactions with the public, it's not something that is pretty. It's not something that it's like, oh yeah, this is gonna all just simmer down, and this is just at a high point right now, but a few weeks, a few months from now, we're gonna be in a better position. No, there's nothing that's giving me that indication, right? There's everything that's giving me the indication this is going to continue to happen, and that this is going to only increase in the brazenness. The brazenness of the ICE officials will only continue to increase in these examples now that we have of city lawmakers, mayors of towns, in fact, being arrested for simply trying to carry out their constitutional duty. New York's Gestapo, New Jersey's Gestapo, very, very much so, as that gentleman was yelling at the end of that video there.